Okay. Just gonna see if I can track down. Oh, I can't see it there. Track down the video. Oh no. I clicked on the wrong bit. Just I think I've got it. Okay. Hello, Quentin. Oh, I think that might be Naomi. Hello, Janice. How are you? Okay. I think that is Naomi. And I'm just... It's interesting. Just in YouTube. So, I actually just had a thought. I think there's 4 people here. Right. Rightio. So when we get a few people here, I'm just going to show you how to get subtitles on your YouTube all the time. Yep, there is a way. There is a way. Oops, I'm going to go back to the video. Rightio. Okay. I think there's probably more comments here, but I can't see them. It looks to me like no one's here. Oh. Okay. My iPad is glitching out. I might need to have a look at our network and make sure no one's not doing that. Okay. So I photographed this and forgot about this bit of journaling here. I actually need to go back and fix that. Fix the pictures. There we go. That's better. Okay. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Heather. Hello, Diane. How are we all? This is what we did last week. Now, the video was missing for a couple of days off YouTube. Well, it was up and then it went missing because apparently I was posing as something else or it was scammy. But I think it was all to do with the word alternative in the title. Yep, it is like that. You just have to be so careful. You get in trouble for the littlest thing. Just making a place to put these. So put that on there. So on the weekend, I just want to show you what we do at a virtual retreat or at a hybrid retreat or whatever. Virtual retreat and hybrid retreat have the same number of classes. So an in-store retreat normally only has 6 classes. So Friday night and a Saturday class and 2 on a Friday and 2 on a Saturday. And they're not as big a class either. But a hybrid retreat or a virtual retreat has 8 classes. So, yes. So when you do a hybrid retreat, there's more classes than if you do an in-store retreat. I hope that makes sense. So this is the first class we did on Friday. And then we did this pocket page. So you have a bit of an idea of the diversity of classes we do at a hybrid or a virtual retreat. And then Friday night we did this one. So this is only if you do the in-store portion or you do the full bonus kit with a retreat. And then Saturday morning we didn't do a class. And Saturday, oh, Naomi John's got her card. She's got her card. A mixed media card for Saturday afternoon. And then later on Saturday afternoon we made this little door with me. And then Saturday night, which is part of the bonus pack or the in-store pack, we did this page. And then Sunday morning we made this card. Oh, it stands like that. And then Sunday afternoon we made this double page. Make sure nothing's stuck to the back. And this is the kit for today. Okay. Oh, sorry, got my head off. Oh, well, maybe I should be doing something like that instead of teaching in class, Diane, but oh well. I'm not. Obviously we're behind with our folding. I've done all my fussy cutting, both the vellum and the pattern paper. So it was a piece of pattern paper, this piece of pattern paper here, piece of pattern paper number 6, and there was an A5 vellum sheet. I don't think that's going to work. There's no sequins in here, I don't think. Wonderful. And hello. I've got a flare button, some gauze, and a piece of glitter card, and then all this paper. So I'm going to move the cardstock out of the way because the camera can't focus on plain white cardstock. So we've got to make a card this morning. We don't got to, but we are going to make a card this morning. So they don't match. They do. So could we do that as a double page tomorrow night? Maybe we could. But I like all of these. So on the weekend, I'm trying to remember what it looked like. Marlene made a page that had like a whole, it was all denim-y look, like it was lots of denims on a page. Like lots of denim prints on a page. Thank you, Heather. We need the class more. Yes, we do need the class more, Tanya. Hello, Beryl. I think we can do a double. Are you becoming addicted to doubles, Tanya, like the other Tanya? So, yeah, she did this card and it had all these denim hearts. It had some denim hearts and it was very interesting. So I wonder if I can't. I'm trying to remember what it looked like. But I'm thinking we could use this for a double, but we could butcherize it first. Could do a bit of creative cutting out first. So from piece of paper number 4, see the last digit is which paper it is. It's number 4. The others, like Cottage Garden, has a series of numbers on it, but the last digit's the paper number. I've tried to work out how to put like the word paper number on it, but it's just more space, and I've not got much space on my barcode strip. I do fit a lot of information on there. So we've got a doily. We're going to leave this intact here because we can patch that and cover that. And then we could use this as our background, and then I made a heart out of this in the middle. So let's use this portion here on the other page, so on the opposite page, and let's draw a heart that fits inside this middle square. So if you've got a square that you're working in, it makes it kind of easy because you can sort of, well, that's not it. That doesn't look that good. So I've sort of drawn a square. I've drawn a heart that fits into that square. I'm just going to poke a hole. And then let's just cut it out. Now we've drawn on this side because we want it to be the print on the other side. Rightio. Well, let's cut around our, I'm going to cut the little scallopy bits off. Hope everyone's safe and well. Naomi is serving, so Quentin is back. Hello, Marlene. Lovely chilly day. Oh, Mary, sorry, not Marlene. Lovely chilly day. I saw the name and then was thinking Tasmania. I'll bet you it's chilly down there. Hello, Pam. Store people do a lot more than just the theme of the virtual folk. So a lot of people that come to the in-store retreat, Diane, don't actually do the classes. They've got the same opportunity to do the classes, but they don't do the classes. but the classes they have are the same as you guys. So when it's an in-store retreat, we only do 4 in-store classes. But because it was a hybrid on the weekend, there were 6 daytime classes because that's what we do for a virtual. We do a lot more classes for a virtual retreat than we do for a plain in-store one. But a lot of people that do come to the in-store one don't do any of the classes. They still get the same stuff, but they just choose not to do the classes. They choose to do their own thing. They just come along to Scrapbook and do their own thing, which is okay. They also have to stop to eat. Sorry, just someone messaging. I think they've got their wires crossed. It's also someone should know that I'm in a class right now. Yeah, they do stop to eat. Yeah. Just got back from walking and Scruffy is in disgrace. He rolled. Oh no. Oh no, Pam. Oh dear. Sounds like his behaviour's a bit questionable. Oh no. Okay, so I'm cutting off the little scallopy bits because the little fancy scallopy bits. I just don't think I could get to those little things. I just don't think I've got them in me today. I did all my fussy cutting last night, so it didn't take too long. It wasn't too bad. So I've got a hello word for today. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think Marlene's page had 2 hearts, or maybe 3 hearts on it. They're different blues. It'll be right. Oh, we need to paint that. Somehow. Something like that. And then we'll have like... Oh, there's another blue again. Oh, maybe we do turn it over and trim off all the bits. Let's rub off all the bits on the other side. And if you follow your cut line, you're going to get a better result with the eraser. Like if you follow the edge, if you go across the edge, that's when you could get tears. So I try and follow the edge with the eraser, and it gives you a much better effect. I know these are 2 different blues, but It's a bit funny having two blues touching each other. That's not bad. Then we probably need to maybe have a couple of vellum ones, we think. Something like that. Something like that. What do we think? But we might put, do we put the glitter card in here? Was that a bit wild as a card front? That's a bit wild, isn't it? That might be a bit much, I think. How far in advance do you plan your dates for retreats? I have October in-store retreat dates, but I don't know if I'm doing it as a hybrid. I'm just not, first time he's done it, oh dear, just not sure if the hybrid concept worked. Been paying attention, searching for my watch, just found it down the side of the couch. Oh dear, Beryl, that's okay. I'm just fluffing around, as usual. What do we think of that? I think the glitter's a bit much. But somehow we could probably include the glitter. No. Maybe that. Maybe not. That's too good. Maybe we'll just put a piece of white there. We could put a piece of gauze. Let's open up this gauze. Let's just cut like this shorter end off. Let's cut it off. Maybe we might colour the gauze. Do we think? Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm a bit lost. Oh. Had a bit of a super creative weekend. I do like this check, but let's, how long is that? Too long. Let's get a bit of check that's like 5 inches long. I should have trimmed that first. It's about 5 inches long and it's going to be 1 3/4 inches wide. Sorry about the squeakiness of that trimmer. I'll put that in behind. I like that check. That's pretty. It's also the other side is, oh, without the barcode it'd be pretty. It would be prettier without the barcode. Rightio. Let's get our water chopper out. And let's cut from a piece of smooth white. Let's cut a piece that's 6 inches and it's going to strobe. I'm very sorry. So we're going to cut a 6 by 12 of white. And then we're going to cut a 5.5 by 5.5 of white inches. And I'm going to do that really quickly while it's not strobing. Don't like the white square. I think the glitter's a bit much, eh? And then from this piece here, let's cut a 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 piece. And it'll be more like that. But I think we need to put something on here. Like some colour. Does anybody want to see how to set subtitles on your YouTube channel? On your YouTube account? Catch up later. My hallway is calling me for a coat of paint. Oh, wow, Mary. Woos piece. I think that means wood piece, not woos piece. Does anyone want to see how to set subtitles on your YouTube account? I found it yesterday. I'm just going to cut this piece of gauze in half and then sort of trash it a bit. Let's just wreck it. I think we might have to, I'm going to get the edge distresser out. I think we might need to use the edge distresser. Whoops. Let's just put it so that how it's going to look. Let's get rid of that. I'm not going to use it. Oops. What do you think? Oh, and we had these here. They sort of break it up a bit, don't they? Somehow. They are wondering what about a glitter border. Oh, okay. Okay, yes please, yes please. Where was the glitter border? Okay. I didn't see anyone say they wanted a glitter border. There you go. I think we need to put some smosh or something on this. On this white. It's a bit whitey white. So we've got this blue. Maybe not. Maybe not that blue. Okay. So what I'm going to do, it's going to leave that sit there for a minute, and I am going to show you. Right. So we're going to go across to YouTube, right? This is my, when I open up, well, it shows my channel, but this is my channel page, okay, on YouTube. And that's the video that's currently playing, that one there, that's live. So when you go up in the top right, and it might have a picture of your head, or if you've got a picture, it might have no picture. You just click on that thing that, you know, is your picture or not your picture. And you go down here to settings. So this settings one here, I was going to point with my finger. This settings one here. And then over here on the left-hand side, you go down to where it says playback and performance. So you click on playback and performance. And then down here on, so info cards is if the person has put up information like a link to a playlist or some extra information on the front of the video. So if you want to see that. But here, subtitles and closed captions, I've changed mine to always show captions and include auto-generated captions when available. So I've ticked both of those, and I noticed yesterday when I played back one of my videos without sound, I actually had really, really good captions. They weren't perfect, okay, because I was cutting something and the words that were coming out that were being typed up were Trebolosaurus. So I really don't recall ever saying Trebolosaurus, but I'm just going to say it's not bad. So then you just by clicking on those and then just waiting a moment, it saves. So let's go back to a video, a class. But yes, that is what I found yesterday because I was doing some research to try and help a few of you that are really looking for subtitles all the time on YouTube. So let's stick these two together. So any smush we do will come onto this timber and we might use this brighter blue in our smush as well as this blue from the timber so that then we get some of this pretty light bright blue onto the timber and it looks a bit more like it was meant to be there, not that, oh look, she didn't have the right color to mat her card on, so she just grabbed any old blue. Do you know, which is what it kind of looks like right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress these two and then I'm going to cut the middle out of the timber. And by distressing it first, which I sometimes don't do because I don't decide to distress until later, by distressing it first before I cut the middle out, I'm less likely to rip the side out of it, which you've all seen me do several times. So I hope that little bit of YouTube instruction. So if you want to learn anything else, like I don't mind giving you guys some IT help if I know it. If I don't, I'll do the research like I've done and find the answer. I like finding answers. And if it's something with our online store or the class directory or that, remember, there's no IT guy. That's me. I am the IT help desk. I design the websites. I fix them. I even fix the online store. I think I'm about to actually move us to another provider. We went over to an Australian provider, but we went over to a smaller Australian provider in Brisbane, and I don't like that he treats me like I'm a dummy, but I don't like some of his practices that he just, it's just a little clunky. I'm going to take it where I've got another website I own. All means nothing probably to you guys, but just trust me. It's all about safety. Here's safe, but it's all about safety and security for you guys in using our stuff, but it's also about usability for me. I need to be able to get in and fix stuff, and it doesn't allow me into everywhere. And I like to be able to access everything on my websites. He wants us to get them to fix some things, and I don't. I'm not up for that. So I've got a little, see, I've got a timber line here, which is a bit close to the edge for me. So I'm going to put that down the bottom. And that's how I overcome that it then becomes not as significant. Whereas if it was at the top, it'd bug me. So down the bottom. So let's stick these together. Now I've got only this tape, but that's okay because that's what I used to use all the time. You know what? Just I'm just going to use the tape I normally use. And it sticks to the messy mat. That's why I have a messy mat. Very clever. Oh, I don't know about that, Tanya. I don't always feel clever. But I try and do my best. If I don't know it, I'll learn it. And then the next book I'm about to start reading, Naomi has borrowed. I'm so excited to read it too. It's okay. I'm going to go back and read something else. I want to read something else I've already read. Not a novel. That's what I'm going to read. It's a book about habits. It's Atomic Habits. James Clear's Atomic Habits book. I'm going to read it again. I think I've only got like 50 or 100 pages to go in it. And I stopped reading it because I decided I wanted to start from the beginning again. Don't know what that's in there for. Rightio. So let's get out. Oh, I don't have any water. That's okay. Oh gosh, I've got a skerrick here. Water jar's even gone. Here we go. Sorry you had to listen to me drink then. Okay. So I'm thinking this blue here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So this blue here is like it's like a pinky blue. It's like our pinky purpley blue, like our timber. And then this one just above it is like our check. And this one above that is like our mandala, right? So I think we're going to use a combo of these three. And what I might do, I'm going to pop that down for the moment, is I've got a plastic packet here. This came off something that I bought. I'm not a fan of plastic. We do soft plastics at home. That is Madeline attacking her and Amelia's chair. They share a chair. Amelia and Madeline do share a chair. So I'm going to paint my colours, my 3 blues on this piece of plastic. And then let's get a bit of this blue. This is the middle one. So I've started with the lightest one. So if you don't have the chance to have, you know, different utensils and that, start with your lighter colour and then work up to your darker one, because you don't want to contaminate your light one. These don't really worry about contamination except for the black and the yellow. Thanks, Liz. He's one of my Wednesday crowd. He does like black. I just get him. He just paints on a piece of paper with black paint now. That's all he wants to do. So that's an awful lot. Let's just flick a bit of water into that. I know it seems silly just flicking water into it, but it means it's random. So where the water's going to go is going to be sort of random and a bit more, you know, not so water everywhere. Okay. So now let's do more of a rainy thing and then smush. It's going to be pretty coloured. But remember, your metallic watercolours actually... Oh, let's get our piece of gauze. Let's get our hello word and colour it while we're at it. So just pop it in there. Oh, where's my tweezers? I'm going to get rid of this white base before I get... I think I just got blue on the white base. So let's get a bit of colour on our word and sort of have it sort of fairly randomy. A bit here and a bit there. So a bit of colour over the whole thing, but it doesn't have to be the same everywhere. There we go. Got a bit of random colour on there. So there's our bird. Let's clean up this plastic with our piece of gauze. Waste not, want not. Yep, it's all squished up now. Let's just make sure we get bits of the colour. Under the wood. There's a bit of it on the wood. Just putting a little bit on the wood, on the edges of the wood, the bright blue. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that it's just so it's definitely can be seen that they were attached together and meant to be. Okay, where am I going to put this? I'm going to put this over there. I'm going to put it up there to dry. Sit that over there. Clean the brush. It's a good idea to clean your brush so you don't get any nasty surprises the next time you create. Put my plastic over there. I'm going to grab my heat tool. Yeah, I brought my heat tool home. So let's leave this to naturally dry as long as possible and just start with our gauze. Remember, this is cotton, so it's not going to melt, but it is going to burn. Thank you, Heather. I'm full of kind of useful, maybe useful information. After a little bit, I unwrap it. Because you don't want to accidentally burn it. I have burnt it intentionally before, so that I had like, I wanted the brownness of burn. Let's dry our title now. Had a bit of a chance to naturally dry. There you go, that's dry. And let's give this a bit of a heat. Leaving it to dry naturally means it will be flatter, but we don't have that kind of time right now. Now, the more tape you've used to stick them together, the less shrinkage you're going to get too. And if you stop momentarily and just let it settle a little bit, and then when you come back in with the heat tool, it actually dries quicker because you've just given it a chance to, that bit of heat that you've already applied, to dry it a little. And then when you apply a little bit more heat, it actually starts the process again, and it actually dries a lot quicker by stopping and starting. Let's just leave that for the minute while we just get our other bits. And let's just distress our heart. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a distress. I'm trying not to rip it to pieces. I don't know about that. I won't distress my little pieces, but I am going to distress this, and I even distress the torn bit. So if you don't want to distress, like, yeah, you don't have to. I'm going to say distressing is a good replacement for tearing if you find it difficult to tear with your hands or your fingers, if you have arthritis or other issues. So around this, I'm just going to do the occasional bit. You know, I'm just going to come around and do, this is a bit time consuming. I'm not going to do exactly all of it, but I'm just going to do a bit here and a bit there. And I am going to do most of it. Look at that. I lied. Sorry. Sorry. Right, back to the start. Then we're not going to distress those bits. So let's get a bit more heat on this. Let's mop up the excess bits, hey, with our gauze. Dry the gauze. Oh, I burn a bit there. Looks a bit brown. Be careful holding in your hand and heating it because it's hot. It's really hot. Rightio. Let's stick all our bits on. Well, let's audition them first. Let's put tape on the back as we put them on to audition them. Let's put tape on the back, so if we have to just peel the tape out from underneath, we can. So I'm going to put that one down there, like that. Like that. And then we'll put this little guy here, like this. But I think all we might do is we might cut a bit out of him. Oh, or do we want to see it there? Oh, we do want to see it, don't we? It's sticking up in there. I want the pointy piece. Yeah. And then let's put our heart on foam. It's a card. We can have a bit of dimension. Dimension is good. Be warned, but if you make your cards too thick, they will charge you extra postage at Australia Post. Australia Post. They see you coming, don't they? They are very hot, Pam, and don't ever, even though this is plastic, don't, it's cooled down now, don't ever touch this bit or put your finger in there because that metal in there is like white hot. No hands, no hair, only paint. Yes. And then what we're going to do is, oh, my burnt bit of gauze, see, it's a bit brown there. I burnt it. It'll be right. but it matches with the colour scheme. And then if we put, I'm going to put this on a bit of foam as well, this big rose. It's our feature. It's our card feature. So this week's class, there's no class Friday night because Quentin and I are going to the movies with some other parents from school. And we're going to see Maverick, Top Gun, or whatever it is. And then, so I'm going to do a kind of like a scrapbook on canvas type thing, piece of canvas art. And I'm going to do it on Thursday night and Saturday night. So I'm going to start on Thursday night and then I'm going to finish it off on Saturday night because I think it's going to be a bit of a let the paint dry. So if I use paste, I need to let it dry. So what we'll do is we'll do that over 2 nights. So Thursday night and Saturday night. And remember next week, Tuesday morning's class is actually on Thursday next week because Amelia Ann goes in to have her eye operation on Monday and we are driving home on Tuesday. I'm good, but I don't think I can teach. It's about 1.25 inches there on the white. I don't think I can teach a class on the highway with the crappy reception that that is the Bruce Highway in Queensland. So let's just... across the middle measure, and I've gone too far here, so I'm going to roll this back now so I don't have to do it later. Roll the tape back, went over the edge. Rightio. So then let's put this on. Like that. And you need to use plenty of tape on your cards because you don't want your cards to fall apart. There's nothing worse than receiving a handmade card and it falls apart. So there we go. So let's put these ones. This is a big-ish sort of leaf. Let's stick these ones under the gauze, coming out from below the gauze. So they're going to go here. And then we're going to put our gauze on here. And below the flower, we're going to just put where we know that flower's going to go. We're going to put a dollop of glue and just get it to soak through the gauze into there. So now this flower is going to go here, right? So we need a little bit more foam just there. But because the foam is going to stick to gauze, I do like to put a little bit of glue on it to help, and the glue goes through the gauze to the base. Let's put some glue on these bits of foam so it goes through the gauze to the cardstock. Put that there like that. Hold, hold, hold. And then we're going to put this here, but what I might do is I might take off those bottom 2 leaves to use somewhere else because we're really not going to see them. And then I'm going to apply my glue down the bottom here where it's going to tuck underneath my flower. And I'm going to push that down to glue it. So it's not just enough to apply glue to something. You really need to make sure that you apply the glue and a little bit of pressure so that it actually connects to the thing it's gluing to. Many times I've put glue on something, shoved it in, and it's not actually touched the thing, the base, where it's just sort of sat there. It's not touched the base. So then what happens is it doesn't stick. So I'm going to cut this little 1-inch vellum flower in half so that what I can do is keep that bit to use on something else. And then tuck it under there so you can't see. So you can't see the glue, but you also can't see that it's cut. Jealous. I love Top Gun. Oh, we used to like Top Gun the movie. I don't know. So let's cut these bits off. We'll see how it goes. I'll be able to tell you on Saturday night whether it's a good movie or not. Quentin loves the original movie. I like the original movie. We have seen it millions of times. And then let's put this little hello word there. Do you like that? I think it looks good. So let's apply some dimensional magic on the back. Just a tiny, tiny bead. Not dollopy bits, just the tiniest little bit. But when, remember what I just said, when you put on a little bit of glue, you need to make sure you connect it. And is that straight? Yeah, kind of. I'm pushing down this vellum flower as well. Oh, that's stuck there. Sometimes the vellum curls and then it disconnects itself from the thing it's meant to stick to as well. You've just got to be mindful of that. So we've salvaged a little bit of hydrangea, a couple of leaves, and a little bit of rose by trimming. And they might be the essential pieces we need to finish our page tomorrow night. So I like the rounded edge to be the front. Yep, I am that person. And then one end is always shorter. So this end here is slightly narrower because I'm not perfect. And then what I do is I fold it up so it's just like 1/4 millimeter short. And then because I like to be able to, why I do that, is that then when you go to open the card, when you run your finger across, the front comes forward automatically. And I don't see a slither of the back of the card either. Yeah, I truly am that obsessive person. Oh, it's rolled over a bit. Rightio. So nice and straight. Now I've got an issue, so when it stands, that bit comes forward. So I'm going to just get, there's a clump of it here. I'm just going to put like, spread out a tiny little slither and just pat away any glossiness. Most of it's gone. How's that? I like that. What do we think? Can't put the canvas glass. Plastic glue stick on my vellum. Oh, does it show up? I've not used glue stick for years. I used to have trouble with them drying out here, Diane. So I stopped. I think obsessive is another word for an eye for detail. Haha, yep, Heather, definitely. So what do we think of that? It is a bit simple, but it's very blue. It's very pretty. I think the pink breaks it up. The peachy pink. I love these flowers. I have looked so... Yeah, the artist that painted these, that I bought the commercial license for these images of these flowers and leaves from, she does nice stuff. Like, she did the flowers that we just used for Cottage Garden as well. She does nice stuff, but she's never done anything in the same caliber as the ones I use for Denim. Like, they're all good. Like, her flowers are better than everybody else's, but the Devoted to Denim ones, these ones are just the most divine flowers, honestly. But she, yeah, she did well with the ones that we bought for. Cottage Garden. I did notice that someone else has made flowers similar. Yes, to the ones I used for Cottage Garden. But I've had those since last year. A few other brands have used these flowers now since we've used them because they're just so nice. Oh, we'll have to try that, Diane. You give me food for thought there. There's a bit of glossiness there. Let me just try and... Just a little tiny bit of glue there and there. Dollopy glue that ran out underneath. That's the only thing with Dimensional Magic is because it dries glossy. You've just got to make sure you don't have glues where you don't want it. So there we go. That stands pretty nice. By taking the layer out from behind the wood, what it means is it's more likely to stand for longer because it's not got too much weight because you don't want it to topple. Enjoy your day, everyone. Now to deal with Scruffy. Yeah, Pam. Oh, I'm not going to say I'm going to come and help you because when I was in year 11 and 12, my part-time job was as a vet nurse. Yeah, no. Sorry, but I'm never going to own a dog. I had to deal with everything from the heartbreaking to the yucky poo to the yucky. Yeah. But lots of heartbreaking. Yeah. We barely own cats because they adopted us. Each time. We've only bought one cat. That was Bethany. But she was the runt of the litter and they were going to destroy her. So we had to buy her from the pet shop. Because they said what was going to happen to her. But yeah. Okay, so there we go. We'll see you tomorrow night at 7. I love your classes. So informative about so many things. You explain why you do it too. Thank you, Debbie. Well, there's no point just showing you how to make it. Better off to show you why. That's the whole point. So you know why, so you can go and do it yourself or use different things to make similar but different. But yeah. So take care, stay safe, and we will see you. Oh, Janine's there. Hello, Janine. We will see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. And we're going to make a double. And we've got holes in our paper already for our double. That'll be interesting, won't it? So we'll see you then. Take care, stay safe, and thank you very much for coming along to class. Bye.